This is a short video series for core and breathing. We're going to start laying on our back. If you can, situate yourself in a position like this with mat or an area coming away from the wall. Starting on your back. Not completely snug to the wall with your pelvis, but being in a position where your feet can be on the wall, knees over hips. And then feet in line with knees, so your shins are parallel to the ground. And we call this 90-90. 90 degrees at the knees, 90 degrees at the hips. This is a good position to release the low back in and to relax some of our muscles that tend to get overactive, our psoas, some of our quads, and again, some of those muscles in the back. So first, just arrive here and take a few breaths. Find a place for your arms to be comfortable. Let yourself settle, and do be aware of letting go of these places where we tend to hold tension. So whether that's quads, muscles along the back, might even be muscles along the chest. And then as you're ready, bring your hands to your ribs, and just to make your legs a little bit more active to oppose those tight muscles, you're going to give a gentle push into the wall through your heels. Your toes can be off the wall or they can be on the wall, just feeling like you're pressing through your heels. And then by pressing, I mean into the wall this way, also pull your heels down the wall. So there's a gentle press and a gentle pull to activate both your glutes and your hamstrings, the back of the legs. And then with that, hands on the ribs, making sure that you're not overusing your back, but instead feeling connected from pelvis to ribs. So pressing through the heels, pulling through the heels. And as you breathe here, we're going to inhale and try to breathe into the back, into the sides. As you exhale, out an open mouth, wrap those ribs down and back. Inhale, sides and back. Exhale, wrap. And again, press and pull with the heels. One more round like that. As long of an exhale as you can. And then relax. Let your arms go. Even kind of walk your legs out if needed. From here, bring your hands to your side, either palms down or pinky edge of hand down. Same idea, press into the wall, pull with your heels, and now we're going to do a gentle curl up to a bridge. You decide how far you go. This is not about getting your biggest bridge. And then roll back down, trying to articulate through your spine, moving one vertebrae at a time. So again, starting off 90-90, press through the heels, pull through the heels, wrap those ribs. You can use your exhale, curl, rolling up to wherever you feel comfortable. It doesn't have to be huge. And then roll back down, keeping those active heels all the way down. Do two more like that. Take an inhale at the top, and then rolling back down. One more. And again, releasing out. Sometimes you'll even feel the front of the shins work a little bit more to kind of balance out those overactive calves. And then one more thing to do here. Similar position, press through the heels, pull through the heels, have that subtle sense of being connected from pelvis to ribs, arms at the side like bridge, and now it's just going to be a small lift of the pelvis, and from here, if you can, march one leg off the wall, press it back onto the wall, alternate sides. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower if that works. And again, As the single heel is connected, it's pressing and pulling. Active hamstrings, active glutes. Subtle tuck of the pelvis so that we stay out of the quads and hip flexors and out of overusing the back. We're again trying to breathe into our sides and back so we keep our abs active. We'll do about 8 on each side. 1 more on each. And then both feet back to the wall, release down. Take a moment to rock and release. So that's a good series to start to release out the places that we tend to hold tension. We're now going to roll to our side, come over to an all fours position. We'll use the wall again just to have our feet, if possible, with toes tucked under and heels pressing back into the wall. It's really easy to, again, kind of just subtly overuse our calves. So if you can, pull your heels into the wall. And then we'll go into a rounded cat and keep, again, that pressure of pushing back to the heels, which might make you feel like you're pushing backwards a little bit. From here, we're gonna stay in this rounded cat. Use your exhale. When you inhale, breathe into your back. Relax the neck. One more breath like this, active cat. And then as you're ready, release. You can bring your feet away from the wall. We're gonna bring elbows to knees. And now we're pointed in our feet versus flexed. From here, this is active child's pose. We're gonna tuck the tailbone, driving the knees up into the elbows. Gaze is down, so again, a relaxed neck. And then from here, just subtly push through the elbows. And again, as you breathe, it's an exhale to become more active. Tuck the pelvis, drive the knees up, drive the elbows forward. Inhale, breathe into the back. Active abdominals. Keep them active as you breathe into the back. One more breath. And then release out. We'll do both of those one more time. So active cat, tuck the toes under, press the heels back into the wall. That takes a little bit of activation throughout. Adjust your hands so that you're in good alignment, wrists under shoulders. And then rounding into cat. Gaze can be forward between the hands or back to the knees, whatever feels more comfortable for your neck. Keep the heels driving into the wall. Big exhale. Round a little bit more. Inhale, breathe into that rounded back. Press the heels back. One more breath. Bonus if you can bring your elbow creases to spiral forward. And then again, release. Step away from the wall just a little bit. Elbows to knees. Drive the knees up. Tuck the pelvis under. Gaze between the hands or elbows. Subtle drive of the elbows down. And again, a few rounds of breath here. Exhale, find it all a little bit more. Inhale, breathe into the back. Active abdominals, relaxed neck and chest. And then again, release out. From here to an all fours position, we're again going to try this with heels to the wall, so adjust yourself. And then walk your hands forward to come into puppy pose. Puppy pose is that our hips are above the knees, our arms are forward, and our head is between our arms. Again, bonus if you can roll your elbow creases up without losing contact of your index knuckle. Drive those heels back and breathe here. If you can, continue to stay aware of connecting your abdominals. So there's just a very subtle tuck of the pelvis, a very subtle wrap of the ribs. Breathe and hold there. And then from here, with an exhale, you're going to try to curl round through that active cat and then unfurl out to plank. If you can, your heels stay connected, your tailbone stays relatively tucked, your ribs stay wrapped. Gaze is forward. Breathe and hold here for at least a round, maybe it's 2. As you're ready with an exhale, curl through your cat, round back, and release into or lengthen into puppy. Breathe for a breath or 2, heels drive back. Elbow creases forward if possible. And then again, exhale, curl through cat, unfurl to plank. Maintain the rib connection, the abdominals active, subtle tuck of the pelvis. Breathe for a breath or 2, elbow creases forward, neck relaxed. And one more, round through cat. Elongate to puppy. Take a breath or 2. Stay connected through the abs. As you're ready, active cat. Kneeling plank. Check in, elbow creases forward. Wrap the ribs, tuck the pelvis. And once more, round. Back to puppy. Feet can come away from the wall. Rest in child's pose. And this time as you rest in child's pose, make it a nice relaxed child's pose and breathe easy. Last exercise here. You can either continue to do what we just did of puppy to kneeling plank, or if it feels okay, again, we're gonna stay with heels connected to the wall. We just might need to elongate out. We're gonna come to a full plank. So adjust your hands so that your heels can be back. Full plank position. Again, wrapped ribs, subtle tuck of the pelvis. And then from here, rounding like that cat position, drive the heels back, and again, now it's downward facing dog, but same idea, wrap the ribs, try not to let everything just drop out, wrap the ribs, be active in the abs, take a breath, elbow creases forward, and then round, active cat, out to plank without dropping or sagging. So we stay lifted and connected, take a breath, and again, round, back, wrapping and elongating heels, pressing back. Keep the heels connected as you come forward to plank. Long and active, breathe. Once more, rounding back, elongating up to open up the armpits without losing the active abs. Once more, active cat. Full plank, take a breath, elbow creases forward, and then rest. One knee down, and then the other, and again, relax and rest into child's pose, at least 3 breaths, but for as long as you need.